Well, welcome back to the channel, Old Cars New Van. So welcome. It's early April, although you probably won't see this video till May time. And I'm just conscious we haven't done a fleet update in absolutely ages. So we'll start with Keith. What's wrong with your car, Maya?
Well, I was driving Keith a couple of days ago now, and I noticed that the clutch has suddenly gone really low. So what we think's happened is that the slave cylinder is gone.
Yeah, it's quite a common fault on these, the clutch slave cylinder, and the gears are getting really hard to select as well. So that is sort of a job I could do myself. The reason I'm not going to do it myself is because if it goes wrong or I run into problems, then I'm stuck with a car on the driveway. Whereas at the moment, I can still limp it down to our friendly local mechanic, and he's also incredibly reasonable, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Nathan is just an absolute superstar.
Nathan is a star.
I'm not going to put his details out on the channel because I haven't asked his permission to, and also he's always incredibly busy, and B, it always takes ages to book in with him, and to be honest, I don't want to be even further down the queue if you lot start using him. But if anybody really wants a recommendation for classic car mechanic in Sheffield, then give me a shout, and perhaps I can private message you. So yes, if you are into your MX-5s, I would strongly recommend joining the Owners Club, particularly here in the UK, MX-5 Owners Club UK. Really good magazine you get each month with some really useful articles like how to replace a clutch slave cylinder on a Mark 1 or a Mark 2 MX-5. Couldn't ask for more, could you? As I say, this is a job I could do myself. The only reason is because my mechanic is A, so reasonable, it's hardly worth doing it myself, and B, if it gets more involved or it doesn't fix the problem or something goes wrong, a bolt snaps, all the rest of it, then the car's stranded on the driveway, and you know, I prefer it to be down there because who knows, he might put this on, it might need a master cylinder as well. You don't know until you get into the job, do you? So yeah, I could do this job myself. I've even got the instructions here, but I think I'll just whip it down to Nathan and let him do it. Getting lazy in my old age. So apart from that minor hiccup, he's been going really well as usual, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's amazing actually. It's great now that the weather's warmer. I can get him out with the top down. Fantastic. Just hope he's going to be okay.
Oh, he'll be fine. Minor hiccup. But yeah, I've had him now 4.5 years, Keith. It's never really
Doesn't seem like that.
I know, never really let us down at all. Just a minor inconvenience. This particular little problem, but it is quite ironical that the newest, most trusted and traditionally most reliable car in the fleet is the one that's actually broken at the moment. So anyway, let's look at the others. Okay, so on to Sonny Jim. Sonny Jim's doing great actually. He's just passed his MOT. There's a story behind that which I'll tell you a little later, but no, it's got 12 months MOT on it now. Wasn't a major problem getting it through. It's a big year for Sonny Jim. There are 3 really exciting possibilities for Sonny Jim this year, which we're waiting on to hear. Now, for those who haven't watched the channel from the start, this is a B12 1989 Nissan Sunny Estate, an incredibly rare car and in quite beautiful condition. Possibly one of only 2 or 3 actually on the road, maybe even at the moment the only one on the road. So because of that, we have entered him into Festival of the Unexceptional Concours de l'Ordinaire competition this year, which we're waiting to hear on. So that's the first exciting bit of news. Secondly, there is a possibility that he might be appearing in the Daily Telegraph as one of Britain's rarest cars. More on that later. And thirdly, I've offered this for review to Hubnut. Now, for those who don't know Hubnut, he's a big YouTube channel here in the UK, probably got over 110,000 subscribers. So that will put Sonny Jim in the spotlight of far more people than we can on this small channel, and hopefully will attract more people to this channel as well. So really exciting year for Sonny Jim. So yeah, this was actually the only thing it failed on its MOT.
I didn't even notice it had a split on this CV gator. So Nathan Superstar spotted that before he MOT'd it, replaced it, and therefore it went through with no advisories. So that was really good of him to do it in that order, because it always looks better on the history, doesn't it?
But in fairness and in full disclosure, the reason it went straight through, apart from the CV gator, was because a month before I put a stainless steel exhaust on it. The exhaust was beginning to be pretty bad, to be honest. It was a bit rotten, and you've got to be careful with rotten exhausts. And I know there's a debate about stainless steel on classic cars, but I'll talk you through my decision. So the reason why we went stainless is because we didn't have a choice. So therefore that is the end of the debate, really, isn't it? Parts are not available for a B12 Nissan Sunny estate for parts that are unique to the car, like the exhaust system. So it was stainless or bust, to be honest. And clearly bust wasn't an option given the rarity and condition of the car. So it's been done sympathetically. Still got a little pea shooter exhaust coming out the back, so I think it's okay. And as I say, I was chatting to the guy who did the exhaust for me, and he said you've got to be careful of these sort of, even if you could find new old stock parts on the shelf, you don't know what the internal condition of them is like, having been stored for so many years. Yeah, he was recounting that he had a customer bring an old new stock exhaust in. It was completely collapsed inside, even though it looked immaculate on the outside. So yeah, it's not really worth the risk. And of course, if there's back pressure from the exhaust from collapsing, you could end up blowing the head gasket, because the pressure will feed back into the engine. So no, we went stainless. It's done now. That's it for life, isn't it? So all good. Okay, so that brings us on to Dizzy. Dizzy, our 1972 Rover P6 3.5 litre V8. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long winter, hasn't it? He really hasn't been out at all, so really looking forward to getting him to some shows. We've got some shows lined up for Dizzy, but he's going great. I took him for some drives recently. He's been absolutely fine. No issues at all. There is one job that I've been putting off on Dizzy that I am determined to do in 2025. I'll show you that now. So the job I've been putting off is the headliner. I mean, on the positives, it's there, it's not ripped, and it's the original. But as you can see, it looks like it's wearing the years of 52 years of Embassy cigarettes. Yeah, it's a bit mucky. I'm going to see what we can do about that, but I'm going to go gentle, because obviously it is the original and it's okay. It's not sagging, so I don't want to make matters worse.
As I say, it doesn't smell of cigarettes in here, but being a 70s car, it will have been smoked in, by definition. So if anybody's had experience of cleaning an old classic car headlining, let me know in the comments with recommendations and possibilities. It'd be much appreciated.
Because yeah, that is by quite some way, the worst part of the car at the moment. So definitely on the to-do list. But I think now is a golden opportunity. The sun is out. It's a sunny Sunday. I'm going to fire Dizzy up, take him for his spin. Now he's back in his, what I call summer position, parked on the driveway out of dry storage from the winter. Always a good start when they actually start. That's on full choke, by the way, so don't worry. Yeah, started first time. Literally a couple of rotations and sprung into life, which is good. home safe. I didn't film that because it's actually probably the first sort of drive post digging it out from winter storage, so I just wanted to do a quick shakedown, make sure nothing was dropping off or anything else, and it's fine as it always is. It probably did about 12 miles, so that's a gallon gone that I'll never see again. Yeah, they're not the most economical of engines, these, but it's good fun. Keeping really good oil pressure, keeping really good temperature, which is what you want to see. Now obviously this vehicle in the UK is registered as a historic vehicle, which means that you don't have to pay road tax. You still have to apply for road tax, but it's free, and you also don't actually need an annual MOT certificate. The MOT on this Rover actually expired, I think it was in January, and there was no way I was going to dig it out of storage in the middle of winter to MOT it. Where are we now? 6th of April or something, and I'll get round to MOTing it now. So technically the last 3 months I've been leaning on the MOT exemption rules, but if you keep your car in good order, then I don't see any problem with that. In fact, let's have a debate about that. You see, there's an awful lot of comment in classic car circles about this point, about how ridiculous it is and how it shouldn't be allowed. I mean, my attitude is, well, for once the government is treating us like adults and giving us the choice, and if you don't feel comfortable in not having an MOT and having MOT exemption on your classic car, then guess what? The clues are there. Get an MOT. But it is useful in these sort of circumstances where you don't want to dig a car out in the salty rain horribleness of winter, but you still want to use it just before you get round to MOTing it again. So like most things in life, it's a choice, but I think it would be helpful if the MOT certificate test wasn't all one size fits all, because clearly a classic car is going to be different from a modern car. So if they actually introduced an MOT test that was suitable for a car like this, that would probably be a better bet than putting it in the same test that a modern car is expected to pass. Anyway, it's all down to personal choice, and as I say, I just find it extraordinary that for once the government's given us the choice, and all that people seem to do is moan about being given that choice. You just can't please people, can you? But no, I'll get it MOT'd probably this month. Yeah, that takes me then through till April 26, which is a far better time of the year to be MOTing a classic car. So I hope you've enjoyed this very brief fleet update. As I say, it's quite ironical that that's the broken one at the moment, but won't be for long. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Cheers now.